Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we are going to touch on a band that I took a look at, in a way, over on Modern Rock Talk. I took a look at a video that they made about touring costs. This is a band that is based in Wales, and they were talking about what it would cost them to come over to America. Now, anybody that's seen that interview knows that I did conflate at times pounds and dollars. So some of the dollar signs or some of the numbers that I came up with at the end were a little off, but still I think the point got across that it's very, very expensive for anybody to tour, especially if they're coming into the United States. That's unfortunate for us in America. It is what it is. The costs have skyrocketed. So that was a good video to take a look at. They kind of went through every cost they would have to make up somehow or another at the shows, and it's just very difficult. They opened for Frampton 3 times at the Royal Albert Hall, I think in a the same set of shows, and they ended up losing $6,000. He invited them to tour Europe with him, and they had to say no because they just couldn't come up with the money to afford to actually go take the tour. It would have bankrupted the band, they said. So this all I found very interesting, and then I also wanted to listen to the band. The band does have a little bit of notoriety. They're not a huge band. They're not necessarily a name band, but they seem to be a pretty good band, and their top video has almost 500,000 views for one of their songs. So that's pretty good. That says that they've got an audience. You know, you would think they're doing pretty well. They just signed to a label in America, so that will handle American distribution, and also a booking agency here, WME, I think. That's good, but still, they have to come up with a lot of money to tour. So if you're interested in that video, I will put it in the cards here so you can take a look. But I thought it was time to take a look at their music. They've got a guitarist named Chris Buck, and sounds pretty good to me just from the short clips that we heard in the video. So I'm looking forward to taking a look at this. So we're going to look at a song today that's fairly new. This comes off their newest EP called Welcome to the Valencia. The video dropped on September 6th, so it's been out for about 9 months now. Has 145,000 views, and the song is Holding My Breath. Adrian, any thoughts ahead? Do you know anything about
They sound interesting. They're from Wales, and
That's right.
they've wanted to tour America, and
Yeah,
apparently they'll get to do it someday.
Apparently they've got a pretty good fan base here. They said they're actually doing better in America overall, fan-wise, than they are in the UK. Chris sounds like a good guitar player, just from the little bit I heard. So, all right, let's check this out. We will discuss it afterwards. All right.
All right.
I'm wondering why I can't find the reason why you're searching for this feeling you used to have. Are you looking through every mistake that I've made just to be the object of your blame, to make you feel whole again? Yeah. I've been holding my breath, falling from grace, taking my time. I don't know where I'm on my own without you. Am I running away from this place that I need, the help I need to be free, free from you? Move on, break these bonds we've created, admit that we've been faking all along. Yeah. I've been holding my breath, falling from grace, taking my time. I don't know where I'm on my own without you.
Well, what'd you think, Adrian?
It's old school music, all right. It's well played and well written. The music is interesting and entertaining. Just, I can tell the quality of this music is very good. You know, I know good players when I hear them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the singer's name is Tom Hollister. I remember that. He was there with Chris, the two of them, talking about these costs. I guess Tom is also the manager of the band. I think his voice is perfect for what they're doing. Sounds wonderful. Yeah, he's got a great voice, especially for this type of music. As for Chris Buck's playing, he reminded me of Derek Trucks a little bit without the slide. Kind of had that fluid sound to it. And frequently there, he was playing just with his fingers, you know, a la Mark Knopfler or a la Derek Trucks. I think during the actual solo there, he had a pick for a little while, and then he went back to finger picking. That's my impression. Yeah, the band is very solid, really great to listen to. They sound worthwhile to me. It makes me want to listen to a little bit more of what they've done.
Yeah, it sounds like pros to me, too.
Yeah. So Chris Buck's YouTube channel has 240,000 subscribers, which again suggests that the band itself, because I don't think the band itself has a YouTube channel. They do have a website, but I think they put all the YouTube stuff on Chris's channel. So 240K is not bad. It means the band is doing pretty well, you know?
Yeah.
You know, in some other time period, maybe they would be one of the low-level artists on a label, you know, that got some tour support. That's the big deal these days is tour support, because you have to come up with all this money before you can even think about touring. If you're going to go to some other country, especially America, where there are high visa costs just to get in the door, and then it's expensive to be here. Just take a look at the other video if you're really curious. But it sounds to me like they should be making records all the time. And my understanding is they have, after 5 years, they've got 2 EPs out, I think is about where it stands. And what's really happening here, I think, is that they are something of a part-time band. That's my impression. Some of them do have history with each other going back far longer than that. As you can tell, they're a little bit older. And yeah, they've been building a reputation. They've got one. So now if only it were, you know, financially viable to actually go around the world and share the music this way. It's a tough time. You know, the pandemic really did a number on live music, too. There's always going to be live music fanatics. They always want to be at a live show. But I think that maybe that whole experience knocked a lot of people just right out of the whole concept of going out to see live music. There's fewer venues. You know, it's always been tricky. And it's especially bad now. I mean, if you can have a band that's this good and they're struggling to take advantage even of these opportunities that most bands would consider the opportunity of a lifetime, you know, like go on a complete European tour with Peter Frampton, you know, even given he's not as popular as he was in 1976, sure, but he's a very well-known name. And this music, to me, dovetails very nicely with the stuff that Peter does. Yeah, I'd like to see the situation improve. I'm not sure how that happens yet. Maybe someday something will happen that will change things up, make it a little easier. In the meantime, yeah, I thought that was really solid, really good music. But I guess I'd like to know how many of you all have heard of this band, and if you have particular suggestions for us regarding them. Yeah, let us know how much interest there is in continuing down this rabbit hole. And if so, if you could offer up a potential video for us to look at, by all means, do so. Give your thoughts on this overall. And also your thoughts on the whole idea of, well, it's getting hard to tour. You know, how has this affected the way you listen to your favorite artists? So with that, we would appreciate your comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us. And we will catch you on the next one. All right. Take care, folks.
See you all later.